Good morning. Up to now we studied about addition, subtraction and multiplication of integers. In this class we will learn about division of integers. So consider any two integers. Let me write a divided by b is c. Okay. The same thing can be written as a divided by b is c. Okay. Here whichever is first is the numerator, whichever here second is the denominator. That is 12 divided by 6 is 2. Okay. The same thing if minus a divided by b is minus c, a divided by minus b is minus c, minus a divided by minus b is c. So there are 4 cases, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here a and b both are positive and c is positive. Here a is negative and b is positive and c is negative. Here a is positive, b is negative and c is negative. Here both are negative, c is positive. Okay. Side by side I am giving some examples. This is 12 divided by 6, that is 2. The same thing minus 12 divided by 6, that is equal to minus 2. 12 divided by minus 6 is also equal to minus 2. Minus 12 divided by minus 6, that is equal to 2. Okay. So these are the 4 cases when we are seeing about division of integers. Now in this, if you see here, this first and last, either it is 12 divided by 6 or minus 12 divided by minus 6. Whether it is 12 divided by 6 is equal to minus 12 divided by minus 6, the both gives the same result too. Similarly, if you divide minus 12 divided by 6 or 12 divided by minus 6, the both are equal to minus 2. Okay. So in general what we can write, either it is a divided by b, which is both positive case, which is as the same equal to both negative case, minus a divided by minus b, that is equal to c. Okay, the answer is positive. You can say minus a divided by minus b, this minus and this minus will cancel, which is same as a divided by b. Okay. So next case is either it is minus a divided by b or a divided by minus b, the answer is going to be minus c. These are the 2 important cases for division of integers. Okay. We will see with the whether it is 10 divided by 5. The answer is 2. Okay. Minus 10 divided by minus 5. Here is also this minus and this minus will get cancelled. Answer is 2. So minus 10 divided by 5. What is the answer? Answer is minus 2. The same thing 10 divided by minus 5. The answer is minus 2. Okay, only these 4 cases we have to remember. If both are positive, the answer is positive. If both are negative also, the answer is positive. This minus and this minus will get cancelled. Here if there is either the negative sign is in the numerator or it is in the denominator, they both gives the same result. Okay. Now we are going to study about properties of division of integers. The first property is this commutative property. Commutative property. Here we have to check is a divided by b is equal to b divided by a. Okay. We have to check whether these both are equal. Let me take some example. What is 10 divided by 2? Okay, 10, that is 10 divided by 2 is 10 divided by 2, that is 5. The same thing, 2 divided by 10, 2 divided by 10 will be 0.2. Okay, which means 10 divided by 2 is not equal to 2 divided by 10. Okay, therefore division is not commutative. Division is not commutative. Okay, now next thing you can learn about divide by 0. What will happen when you divide an integer by 0? Okay, let me take any integer 5 divided by 0, that is equal to not defined. Okay, you should not say 5 divided by 0 as 0. Okay, any integer divided by 0, that is a divided by 0 is not defined. Okay, 0 is a number, but another case is, what is 0 divided by 5? 0 divided by 5 is 0. 0 is an integer. 0 divided by 5 is 0. 0 divided by minus 5 is also 0. Okay, so what I can say, 0 divided by a, that is equal to 0 divided by a, that is equal to 0. Okay, this is one of the important, you should know these two things. Any integer divide by 0 is not defined, but 0 divided by a is 0. Okay, now the third thing you can see, divide by 1. Okay, take any integer and you divide by 1. What is the answer? You will get the same integer. Let me take minus 3 divided by 1. The answer is minus 3. Okay, so in general, any integer divided by 1, you will get the same integer. So a divided by 1 is a. Okay, a, the same integer you will get. So a divided by 1 is a. So what happen if divide by minus 1? So if you divide 5 divided by minus 1, what is the answer? 5 divided by minus 1 is minus 5. So minus 3 divided by minus 1. Any integer if you divide by minus 1. Here this minus and this minus will get cancelled. Answer is 3. So if you see in the question, if 5 is divided by minus 1, you will get minus 5, that is negative of this. If minus 3 is divided by minus 1, that becomes positive 3. So in general you can say, if a is divided by, if a is divided by minus 1, what you will get? You will get minus a. Any integer if you divide by minus 1, you will get the negative of that integer. So these two cases you should remember. If you divide a by 1, you will get the same integer. If you divide a by minus 1, you will get the negative of the integer. Now we will study about associative property. So we have to check if a divided by b divided by c is equal to a divided by b divided by c. Okay, whether this is equal. If this is equal, we can say that division of integers will satisfy this associative property. Let me take some example. So 16 divided by 4 divided by 2. Okay, what is 16 divided by 4 divided by 2? Is that, you have to check, is that equal to 16 divided by 4 divided by 2? Okay, first let me check here. 16 divided by 4 divided by 2. First you have to solve whichever is inside the bracket. What is 16 divided by 4 is 4 divided by 2, that is equal to 2. Okay, now you go for right hand side. 16 divided by 4 divided by 2, that is equal to 16 divided by 4 divided by 2 is 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So 2 is not equal to 8. Here the answer is 2. Here the answer is 8. Okay. Therefore, division of integers, division is not associative for integers. Division is not associative for integers. Okay, now we will solve example 6. In a test, 5 marks are given for every correct answers and minus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer. So 5 marks plus 5 means for correct answer. Minus 2 means 2 marks is reduced if the answer is wrong. For every wrong answer, 2 marks is reduced. Radhika answered all the questions and scored 30 marks. So this is the total score. 30 marks, though she got 10 correct answers. Okay, she got 10 correct answers. The total score is 30 marks. Okay, Jay also answered all the questions and scored minus 12 marks, though she got 4 correct answers. Okay, how many incorrect answers had they attempted? The question, they have asked to find number of incorrect answers. So in a question paper, there are some questions. They didn't say how many total questions. They didn't mention the total number of questions. Okay, this Radhika, she got 10 correct answers. Okay, remaining questions she did wrong. Okay, so the question asked is how many incorrect answers had they attempted. First let me start with marks for one correct answer. What is the mark for one correct answer is 5. Okay, here they told Radhika, she got 10 correct answers. So marks for 10 correct answers. For one correct answer, the mark is 5. For 10 correct answer, the mark is 50. Okay, you can see here the marks for 10 correct answer is 50, but the total score is 30, which is less than 50, which means she made a mistake. She got some questions wrong, so her mark is reduced. Now we have to find how many incorrect answers she attempted. Okay, now let me check total marks reduced for incorrect answer. Incorrect answer. Okay, what is the total marks she got for incorrect answer? So marks for correct answer is 50. Okay, her total score is 30. So you can say what is the total score is 30 minus 50, that is equal to minus 20. Okay, this is the marks he got for incorrect answers. Another way to understand this, here is the number line. Okay, here is 0, 1, 10, 20, 30 and here it is minus 20, minus 10, minus 20. So whenever for correct answers you have to increase, for incorrect answers you have to decrease. You have to go in this left for incorrect answers. Now we can see marks for 10 correct answers. For 10 correct answers the mark is 50. So now here it is, mark is here, but due to incorrect answers the mark is reduced and the total score came to 30. This is the total score. So this is due to correct answer. So due to incorrect answer the mark is reduced and came to 30. Now from here to here, how much, how many steps? 50 to 40, 10, 40 to 30, totally 20 steps in left direction. Okay, this is reducing. So the total marks for incorrect answer is minus 20. In this way also we can learn. The next thing you have to find is how many incorrect answers had they attempted, total number of incorrect answer. So now you see here, here it is 5 into 10 is 50. Okay, let me study one by one. For correct answer, what is that? 5 into 10 equal to 50. Let me write it parallelly for incorrect. Okay, what is this 5? 5 is marks given for every correct answer. So what is the mark given for every incorrect answer is minus 2. Okay, multiplied by, what is this 10? 10 is the number of correct answers she attempted. Number of incorrect she attempted, that we don't know. That is, this is the thing we have to find. That is equal to number of, what is this 50? 50 is the marks, total marks she got for 10 correct answer is 50. Now what is the total mark she got for incorrect answer is minus 20. So here you see 5 multiplied by 10 is 50. Here we know 2 of this, minus 2 we know, minus 20 also we know, only this thing. What is number of incorrect answers, that we have to find. So just we can compare. If you don't know 10 here, what you will do? You will divide 50. What you will do? You will do 50 divided by 5, that is equal to 10. Similarly, what you should do here to find number of incorrect answer is minus 20 divided by minus 2. Okay. So what you should do is number of incorrect answers. So you should divide, what is the total mark she got is minus 20 for incorrect answers, divided by what is the mark loss for every incorrect answer, minus 2. That is equal to, minus minus will cancel, answer is 10. Now the second part is J's total score is minus 12. Okay, he got 4 correct answers. So marks for 4 correct answer is 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. His total score is minus 12. Now we have to find how many marks he lost for incorrect answer. Okay, the best way to do this, here is a 20. The total, this is the score due to correct answer. But he attempted few questions wrong. Because of that, his score reduced to minus 12. So from 20, we have to go to minus 12. It is somewhere here. From here to here, you count 10, 20, 30, this is minus 12. Okay, 10, 20, 30 and 32. So it is minus 32. So marks for incorrect answer is minus 32. Now we should find what is the, how many number of incorrect answers. We know that for every incorrect answers 2 marks is reduced. So minus 32 divided by minus 2, that is equal to 16. Okay, number of incorrect answer is 16. Next problem is, a shopkeeper earns a profit of rupees 1 by selling 1 pen and incurs a loss of 40 paise per pencil by selling pencils of her old stock. In a particular month, she incurs a loss of rupees 5. In this period, she sold 45 pens. How many pencils did she sell in this period? First, so what is the profit of rupees 1 by selling 1 pen? So profit by selling 1 pen. If she sell 1 pen, the profit is rupees 1. Okay. What loss by selling 1 pencil? What is the loss by selling one pencil is 40 paise. Okay, these are two things given first. Now coming here, in a particular month she incurs a loss of rupees 5. What does it mean? In a particular month she incurs a loss of rupees 5. She is selling some pen and also selling some pencil. Together there is a loss of rupees 5. That is the total loss. Total loss equal to rupees 5. You can put a minus to denote the loss also. Okay. So in this period she sold 45 pens. So if she is selling pens, then there should be a profit for that. Let me calculate what is that. Profit. What is the profit by selling 45 pens? For selling one profit it is 1 rupees. 1 multiplied 45 equal to 45 rupees. This is in rupees. So profit by selling 45 pens is 45 rupees. But there is a loss. Total there is a loss of rupees 5. Now we have to calculate how many pencils did she sell in this period. Okay. So we can start by drawing a number line. What we know is this side is profit and this side is, when it's a profit you have to go this side, when it is a loss we have to reduce. So we will start with a profit of 45, which is somewhere here. Let me take 45. Okay, this is the profit. Now what is the total amount? Here in the question it is given, she incurs a loss of rupees 5. So whenever it is a loss, loss is denoted by a negative sign. So in a month it is minus 5. Okay, this 45 is profit he earned due to the selling of pens. So by selling some pencils there is a loss. So from 45 you have to reach minus 5. So from here to here you have to calculate. This is from here to here it is 5 and here to here it is 5, 10, 20, 30 and 40, 50. Therefore, what is the loss by selling pencils? That is equal to minus 50. It is in rupees. Okay. The loss by selling pencil is minus 50. If you want to convert into paise, this is 5000 paise. Now we have to find how many pencils. So for each pencil the loss is, she is losing 40 paise. So what, therefore number of pencils sold equal to minus 5000 divided by minus 40, that is equal to, the answer is 125 pencils. In the next month she earns neither profit nor loss. If she sold 70 pens, how many pencils did she sell? So the next month the profit is rupees 70, because for each pen there is a profit of 1 rupee. So profit is total profit by selling 70 pen is 70 rupees. So there is neither profit and neither loss. So loss is equal to profit. So loss is also equal to rupees 70. Okay. So in that case only we can say it is neither profit neither loss nor loss. So rupees minus 70 can be written as 7000 paise, because 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. Okay, so it is 70 rupees, that is equal to, you have to add 2 more zeros to that, that is 7000 paise. 270 if you add, so rupees 70 means you have to 70 multiplied by 100, that will give the 7000 paise. So total loss is 7000 paise. This is the loss by selling pencils. So number of pencil equal to 7000 divided by 40. So this is the loss by selling one pencil. So total number of pencil is 175 pencils. Start with exercise 1.4. So minus 30 divided by 10, that is equal to minus 30 divided by 10, that is minus 3. So since this is negative, the answer is also negative. Now here 50 divided by minus 5, that is equal to minus 10. 5 tens are 50. Next is minus 36 divided by minus 9. Okay, here this minus and this minus will get cancelled. 4. What is minus 49 divided by 49? That is equal to minus 1. Here you have to first solve what is this inside the bracket. What is this? Minus 2 plus 1. So 13 divided by, what is minus 2 plus 1? Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, that is equal to 13 divided by minus 1, that is equal to minus 13. Next is 0 divided by minus 12 is 0. So here we have to solve what is this? Minus 31 divided by minus 30 plus of minus 1, that is equal to minus 31 divided by, what is minus 30 minus 1 is minus 31. So that is equal to minus 31 divided by minus 31. Here minus minus get cancelled, answer is 1. Now minus 36 divided by 12. So what is minus 36 divided by 12 is minus 36 divided by 12. What is this? Minus 3. Okay, so that is equal to minus 3. Instead of this, I am substituting minus 3 divided by 3, that is equal to minus 3 divided by 3, that is equal to minus 1. And the last is minus 6 plus 5. Minus 6 plus 5, that is equal to minus 1. Okay, now here minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. So minus 1 divided by minus 1, that is equal to 1. Minus minus will get cancelled. Here we have to verify whether this, they mention it is not equal, whether we have to verify that. So first I am taking the left hand side. What is that? A divided by B plus C, that is equal to, what is A? 12 divided by B plus C, minus 4 plus 2. Okay, A, here A is 12, B is minus 4 and C is plus 2, that is equal to 12 divided by, what is minus 4 plus 2, and the symbols are different, subtract and put the greater number sign, that is equal to minus 2, that is equal to minus 6. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now let me take the right hand side. A divided by B plus A divided by C, that is equal to, what is A? 12 divided by, what is B? B is minus 4. Okay, that plus A divided by C. C is 2. What is this? 12 divided by minus 4 plus 12 divided by 2. This is minus 3 plus this is 6, that is 3. Okay, here you can see, here it is minus 6, here it is minus 3. So left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Okay, the next thing, the same we have to verify. Let me take the left hand side. A divided by B plus A, that is equal to minus 10. So A is minus 10 divided by B is 1 plus 1, that is equal to minus 10 divided by 2, that is equal to minus 5. This is the left hand side. Now we will see what is in the right hand side. Right hand side is A divided by B plus A divided by C, that is equal to A is minus 10 divided by B is 1 plus A is minus 10 divided by C is 1. Okay, that is minus 10 divided by 1 plus minus 10 divided by 1, that is equal to minus 10 plus of minus 10, that is equal to minus 10. So plus of minus, minus 10, that is equal to minus 20. Now we can say minus 5 is not equal to minus 20. Therefore, left hand side is not equal to right hand side. Okay. Now fill up the blanks. 369 divided by, so 369 divided by 1 is 369. Okay, so it is 1 here. Here you can say it is minus 75. Minus 75 divided by some number, that is equal to minus 1. So this should be 75. The 75 ones are 75, this minus will come here. So it is 75. Next one is minus 206 divided by some number is 1. It should be the same, minus 206. So minus will get cancelled, the answer is 1. So it is minus 206. And here it is minus 87 divided by some number is 87. If it is 1 here, okay, it is minus 87. It should be minus 1. So this minus and this minus will get cancelled. The answer is 87. So it is minus 1. So here something divided by 1. Okay, that is minus 87. So it is minus 87 divided by 1. The same thing will come here. Next is 48. This is minus 48. So minus 48 divided by 48 is minus 1. This is 20. 20 divided by some number is minus 2. So here it is 10. 10 2s are 20. So here is a minus. So it is a minus. So 20 divided by minus 10 is minus 2. You see here it is some number divided by 4, that is equal to minus 3. Sorry, that is equal to minus 3. So what is this? 4 3s are 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. Okay, so 12 divided by 4 is 3, but there is a negative sign, so it is minus 12. Minus 12 divided by 4 is minus 3. You have to practice more problem on this. Next is write 5 pairs of integers a comma b such that a divided by b is minus 3. One such pair is 6 divided by minus 2 is minus 3. So we know that 6 divided by minus 2 is minus 3. So the pair is 6 comma minus 2. We have to write 5 more pairs. So it is very simple. You have to know that, you know that 2 3s are 6. Okay, from this you can write 6 divided by 2 is 3. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Similarly, you can write 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12, 5 3s are 15, 6 3s are 18, 7 3s are 21. Like that you can write. Now what you will write here is 9 divided by minus 3 is this 9 divided by minus 3. If it is minus 3, here is a minus 3. Similarly 12, this 12 divided by this 4. Minus 4 is minus 3. This 15 divided by this minus 5 is minus 3. This 18 divided by minus 6 is minus 3. This 21 divided by minus 7 is also minus 3. Now we can see these are the pair of integers. Okay. The next problem is the temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above 0. If it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour until midnight, at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below 0? What would be the temperature at midnight? Now see, the temperature at 12 noon, that is in the afternoon, the temperature was 10 degree above 0, that is 10 degrees Celsius above 0. So above 0, 10 degree means this is positive. Okay, now temperature at 12 noon, that is plus 10 degrees Celsius, that is at this point. If it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour until midnight, what does it mean? for every 1 hour it is decreasing at the rate of 2 degree. What does it mean? This is at 12 pm. Okay, 12 pm it is 10 degree. It is reduced by 2, that is from 10 it reduced to 8 at 1 pm. For every, that is at 2 pm it is at 6, and this 3 pm it is at 4 degree. So for every 1 hour it is reducing by 2 degrees Celsius. Okay, the question is, at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below 0? So what is 8 degrees Celsius below 0 means? This is 8 degrees Celsius below 0. The question is, how much time it will reach, at what time it will reach minus 8 degree? In the afternoon 12 pm it is plus 10. At what time it will reach here? So we can start from here. This is 1 pm, 2 pm, 3 pm, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So at 9 pm it will reach minus 8 degrees Celsius. Therefore you can say at 9 pm the temperature is minus 8 degree. At 9 pm the temperature is minus 8 degrees Celsius. Next question is, what would be the temperature at midnight? That is night 12 o'clock. This is 9. So 10, 11, 12, that is minus 14. Temperature at midnight, that is equal to minus 14 degrees Celsius. In a class test, plus 3 marks are given for every correct answers and minus 2 marks for every incorrect answers, and no marks for attempting the question. So Radhika scored 20 marks. If she got 12 correct answers, how many questions she attempted incorrectly? So what is the marks for one correct answer? Marks for one correct answer is plus 3. This is the same problem as we have seen in the example. Therefore marks for how many correct answers? She got 12 correct answers. So marks for 12 correct answers, that is equal to 12 multiplied by 3, that is 36 marks. Okay, you can see, but the total score is 20 marks. So now we can calculate how much marks she lost for incorrect answer. Okay, she got only 20 marks, but the total marks for correct answer is 36. So this is 20 minus 36, that is equal to, here the signs are different, so you have to subtract and put the greater number sign, that is minus 16. So next thing you can check how many incorrect answers are there. For each incorrect answers she is losing 2 marks. Therefore number of incorrect answer, that is equal to minus 16 divided by minus 2, that is equal to 8. Here 8 is the answer. So before doing this problem, you just solve the example problem so that you can better understand this. Mohini scores minus 5 in this test, though she got 7 correct answers. Okay, now we can calculate how many marks she got for correct answers. Okay, totally there are 7 correct answers. For each thing there is a 3 marks. So totally 21 marks for the correct answer. The total score is minus 5. So now we can do what is the marks for incorrect answer. Marks for incorrect answer is, the total score is minus 5 minus 21, that is equal to minus 26. Therefore number of incorrect answer minus 26 divided by minus 2, that is equal to 13. 13 Answer, she wrongly attempted. Last problem is, an elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meter per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meter above the ground level, how long will it take to reach minus 350 meter? Consider this is the ground level, this is 0. Okay, now it starts somewhere from here. Let me take this is 10 meter. Okay, it starts from here and it reaches minus 350 meter. From here it should travel somewhere. Let me have some 350 here. Okay, so it should start from here and it should travel up to here. It is in minus because it is below the ground level. 10 meter is positive because it is above the ground level. So the question asked is, how long it will take to reach from here to here, how long it will take to reach. First we have to find what is the total distance. Okay, what is the total distance from here to here? So total distance is, from here it is 10, from here to here it is 10 meter, from here to here it is 350 meter. So anyway, to find the total distance you have to add both. Okay, so 360 meter. So that the elevator should travel a distance 360 meter from here to here. So how long it will take to cover this distance? So it is traveling at the rate of 6 meter per minute. So distance covered in 1 minute equal to 6 meters. Okay, so distance covered in 1 minute is 6 meters. Therefore, time taken to cover 360 meter, that is equal to 360 divided by 6, that is equal to 60 minutes. Okay, that is equal to 1 hour. 1 hour is 60 minutes. So to travel a distance of 360 meter, it takes 1 hour. So by this we are completing chapter 1. I want to give some more problems for you to solve. If you are interested, you can copy these questions and you can try to solve. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Next page. Next page. Thank you.